My name is Arjen Vredenberg. I'm teaching a course in physics called Classical Mechanics. I came across feedback fruits by an introductory film, and I thought this is an excellent environment to use the live function, especially to have interactions in the class with my students. I had no real doubts, more about myself maybe, because using the live function I had to really interact with the students at the time, and of course you never know exactly what kind of questions you get. So it needed a special preparation for my classes. But I saw the advantages of using feedback fruits, and I'm very happy with it. My course is structured more in a flipped classroom setting, so I ask students to come prepared, so I can get deeper into the material. And during the class, then I have more time to interact with students and ask them questions where they have to think about and discuss after having discussed the questions I had in the live function. I was very positive about using feedback fruits. Students were very positive about it when I asked about that in course evaluation. And they told me they learned a lot, especially in the interaction part, because I could address conceptual problems, mostly geared towards misconceptions. And my experience also, and also that of the students, is that they learn a lot about misconceptions, and I could address those very well by using the live function in feedback fruits. One of the biggest benefits was that I got in contact with students. I could really understand where their problems was and address them at the time, in real time, by addressing questions and discussing the answers which came from the students, and also enabling students to learn from themselves. Certainly, I'm going to use it next year again in my course. I have a nice collection of questions now, and I can add to them and make them better. And I would certainly recommend using feedback fruits for other teachers. I think tools like this enable teachers to get in better contact with students, giving them feedback at the right time, at the moment they need it. And I think this is a great benefit for education. Tips I have. I would just go for it, just start with it. You can use feedback fruits in a small environment. You can add to it, so don't try to do 100% from the start. Just use 10%, 20%. And learn from the benefits feedback fruits have, and implement it in your course. My experience is very good. They really helped me starting up, which was a great benefit, because administrative part is something you don't really want to spend time on, but also in the introduction of the different tools and feedback fruits and little tips and tricks I learned from the ambassadors, and I'm very grateful for them. One of the things I learned using feedback fruits was in my last lecture. I wanted to address issues that the students wanted me to address. So I used live to really on the spot learn what they wanted to know. So I had an open question: what would you like me to tell you about in the next session after the break? And after the break, especially using the vote up function, it was very clear what students wanted, and I could address those questions immediately, which was a great benefit for me as well as for the students.